Hey y'all, this is Stephanie with a pinch of sweet. Okay, we are going to be making or getting my ground beef together and in the freezer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them into 1 pound and put them in a package. And then I'm using this to make sure that I get exactly 1 pound. So I want to get on 0. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to cut this. This was delivered, what's it? Today's Sunday. This was delivered Friday. We were busy yesterday, so I didn't get to it, so I'm getting it done now. So I have to get it in the freezer. So what we're going to do, you can't see that. Alright, let me move my phone out of the way. And put this over here. And then that way I can tell you if I have exactly a pound or not. I can't really show you because I won't be able to get a good enough picture. Let me do this. I'm gonna have to do it that way, so that way I'm not getting. I'm trying to do. That was 1.82 pounds, so I'm trying to get as close to a pound, and that's 1.47. So, and this makes everything a lot easier. Okay, cut this in half. This makes it easier so that way when I get it together, I'm not laying it on the counter. Even though, I mean, I only want one small area that I should need to clean up because, you know, there'll be blood from the ground beef. So I try to keep my area as clean as possible. Oh. That's 1.193. That's a little too much, but that's okay. I try to keep it as close to a pound as possible. That was almost 2. Well, no. Yeah, that was almost 2 pounds. So that means that was just a little too much. This one. .19. So. And this will let me know how many I can get out of a 10-pound roll of ground beef. 1.69. So, I mean, I'm trying to keep, like I said, I'm trying to keep as close to 1.74. I mean, as close to or as little under 2 pounds is what I'm trying to do. Because trying to do exactly 1 pound is literally impossible. And I would have to take all this ground beef out, ball it in a ball, and then try to get as close to 1 pound as possible. And I don't want to have to go through all that when there's already lines on here marked, and all I have to do is cut where the lines are at. I don't know if you can see those lines, but there's like little white lines. And I try to cut close enough to those that I get my 1 pound. Or close enough to it. .118. But I also make sure that I don't touch any of the other parchment paper, because there's like a piece that's sticking up that I use, and that's the only piece I grab. I don't touch nothing else because I don't want to get it. You know what I mean? I don't want to contaminate it. Well, that's not a good word. Not contaminate, but .292. So that was too much. So we're going to go down some. Not as close to a line as I did, because I did that right on the line, and it gave me 1.2. Nope. Okay, 1.01. It is. I need to do there's like this one is a little bit bigger. I don't know if that's 1.32. All right, so let me see. How many was I able to get out of one? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that was a 10-pound roll. And I was able to get 9. So now I need to move this over here. And now we're going to start putting them in So I need 4 more for that one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and then I'm going to just squeeze it into. Now the other ones I'll have to actually alright. I need to bring this. I need the garbage can over here with me. Get my gloves back on. These are clean gloves. I had 2 sets of gloves down, so I'll have to get another 2 sets out when I'm done here. I'm cutting the plastic on this hamburger so it's easy to remove when I go to place them in the bags. And everything will be sterilized down with bleach when I am completely done. I will clean and sterilize this whole entire thing with bleach. The counter, everything. I'm a stickler for a clean kitchen, but when you deal with ground beef, you don't want no cross-contamination. Because I have a daughter and 2 granddaughters that have allergies and autoimmune, so I got to be very careful with everything that I do. How I do it, when I do it, all of that. So this says ground beef, 1 pound, $6.24. Because this is June. I'm going to show you the first process of it, which is what I do. And I do this every month. I was just so tired and exhausted on grocery shopping day because I was doing everything myself. Putting the groceries away, putting everything, because I know where everything goes. I mean, they know where everything goes too, but I've noticed when people are in a hurry to get things done, they put it any old where. So I do it myself. Because when I'm cooking, I don't want to be going on the hunt trying to find stuff. All right, that's done. Now, these I'm going to move these out of the way for a minute because I need to clean this one area right here where I was at. Get that done. I'm just going to do, I'm just going to do just soapy water right now. I will take care of the bleach and stuff after everything's all said and done. But I do need to have that area clean because I'm getting ready to roll it out. And I'm going to show you exactly what I do and how I do it, because it makes more room in my freezer for me to fit more food in there. Okay, so now, move that out of the way, and I'm going to show you what I do. I'm not going to close it all the way, I'm only going to close it partially, so I make sure that I get all the air out. So that way you can see what I'm doing. Alright, let me lay you in some. There we go. And then, if I do that, that's going to come down on my head. Alright, let me move that. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to flip it. And we're going to start rolling. Sometimes you may have to readjust and reclose it back up halfway. Flip it. All right, now we're going to close it the rest of the way. Done. Yes, it's time consuming, but worth it. Next one. I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to put you all on hold until I'm done. Until I finish the rest. I haven't closed it up yet. We're going to close it halfway. Okay, so, and this is how I get my ground beef to fit in my freezer. And when you take it out of the freezer and you want to do a cold thaw, with it being this thin, it takes about half hour, maybe 45 minutes for it to completely thaw in cold water. Oh, and the other day I didn't get a chance to show you guys how the burnt ends, what they look like when they were done, because the party started as soon as they were done. They were out and everybody started showing up. So but I'm going to be doing it again for the 4th, because the burnt ends went over so well. Those were the first things that went, and I was so shocked. And you know how I thought that the burnt ends were going to take 10 hours? Mike has a little small smoker. They were done in 3 hours, not 10, because it's like really it's small, so it really packed that heat in there and cooked them really fast. And I was shocked at how fast it cooked them, but they were absolutely delicious, and everybody's been asking for more. So I'm going to get a couple more chuck roasts and make those for the 4th. I'm gonna check the prices at Sam's Club versus Walmart. Whoever has chuck roast the cheapest is where I'm going to get them. But those were 2 3-pound chuck roasts. So but Michael wanted me to make, he loves broccoli salad. He wanted me to make it for his birthday. I did not get a chance to make it for his birthday. So I'm going to make it for the 4th of July. And I will show you how I do that. My kitties don't like linguine salad, so I'm not going to do that for the 4th. And they have, they're little, so right now their taste buds are still developing. So, and I've noticed that they don't like anything that has a vinegary taste. They do not like it at all. So, I'll have to figure out some type of salad or something like that. Maybe I'll do an ambrosia salad for them. I've never made an ambrosia salad. I'm pretty sure I can find a recipe, unless you guys have a good one, or you guys have a salad that kids that are like 3 and 5 like. Even if I make macaroni salad with just mayonnaise and stuff, they don't like it. They don't. They will not eat it. But like I said, they're all coming into their taste buds, and there are certain things that Alex used to not eat that he eats now. So I know it has something to do with them trying certain things and finding out whether they like it or not. Now, yesterday for lunch, I made a pinwheel. I bought some Great Value cream cheese, and I spread that on a flour tortilla. Then I took some cheddar cheese, spread that out on top of that, and then I took some sliced ham, and I put that on top of that, and I rolled it up, and I cut them into pinwheels. He tore that up. He loved it. Make sure that this is in the corners. Alright, let's close this up, and this is ready. So, I've done like 3 or 4 of them for you, so I will be back when the rest are done. See you in a minute. Okay, I am still working on this, but I was talking to you guys, I think it might have been last week, when I said my daughter was homeschooled, and she did not get a prom. She didn't go to homecoming. She didn't do any of that, because the school that she was going through wasn't doing anything like that at the time. They're doing it now because families are coming together and pulling their money together and making sure that the kids get a prom. So, and I tried to do that and nobody was interested. Now all of a sudden they're interested. But, she was homeschooled through, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was a charter school in Pittsburgh. And we're going through a different charter school because the charter school that we're going to go through to homeschool Isabella and Alex and May, they have more programs so that they can go to like the zoo and things like that. So, and we don't want them to miss out, not the way my daughter did. And my son, because I homeschool both my son and my daughter, and there wasn't a lot of things that could be done. Now, my son decided he wanted to go to the school that I graduated from because he wanted to get a diploma from my school. He'd been talking about it for years, about wanting to go to my school and graduate from my school. So, but we didn't live in the area, so I had to give my mother parental rights because where we lived was nowhere near the school, so I had to give her parental rights so that way he could go to my school and graduate from there. And this was around the time that my grandmother was still alive. So he would help my mom out with my grandmother because she was going through Alzheimer's and dementia. And there were times where my mother would get calls. This is before any of us even moved in. She would get calls whenever she was at work because my grandmother would leave the house and then couldn't remember how to get back. So they had, what the heck is on my screen? There's a little gnat in here. But she would get calls stating that my grandmother had left the house and stuff like that. So we had to move in. But my grandson, or not my grandson, good Lord. My son Troy, he moved in first. And then about a year later, because I had to pack up and all that stuff, my husband had passed away. I was going through mourning and all this and that. It was a lot. So, and there was just a lot going on. So, but I'm getting off track. My daughter, I have a habit of rambling because my brain just go. I try to watch sermons with Dr. Stanley, Charles Stanley, and I'll try and pay attention to the sermon, but once I'm awake, my brain starts going, and I can't get it to slow down. But my daughter did not get a prom. Mike got to go to his homecoming, like I told you before. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry. Alex is chasing Maymay and she's screaming. So, he went to his homecoming. Carly didn't get a homecoming or a prom. So, for her birthday is December 2nd. Yeah, she was an early Christmas present. But, I want to throw a prom for her birthday party. And she is a major Harry Potter. We all are, actually. We all are. We love Harry Potter. We could watch Harry Potter all day, every day if we could. I want to do a Harry Potter theme. I also want to do some cupcakes and some DIY crafts and stuff like that for the Harry Potter theme. But what I want to do, I was debating as to whether to do cupcakes or splurge and get someone to make her a Harry Potter cake. A 3-tier cake. Well, I don't know if we'll do a 3-tier cake because I don't know how many people's going to be coming yet. So, if you guys have any ideas or, would like to send something for her birthday or anything like that when it gets close, you guys let me know. I have a friend who said that she would accept the gifts at her home and then bring them here for Carly. So, I'm almost done here, and then I have one more thing that I'm going to make. We have leftover pulled pork, and there is a meal that I want to make with that. I want to show you how I'm going to make that. So I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to get those in the ones that I have already done in the freezer, and then I'm going to be back and put that together, which should only take about 10 minutes. So this is Stephanie with a pinch of sweet, and I will see you all later. Bye!